232.
Check.
Captain Fuel, roger. Heard 2-2, read back correct.
Alright.
Heard 06, traffic follow now 11 o'clock, 2 miles, descending out of 2000.
Alright. Do you remember anything about this audio panel?
Traffic in sight, heard 06.
Heard 06, maintain visual separation without traffic, caution light turbulence. Winds 200 at 9 gust 14, runway 23, clear for the option number 2. Wildlife in the vicinity of Charleston Airport, notice airman, 23 field.
Alright. So, this is COM 1 and NAV 1. The database was updated yesterday. We can put fuel on board of, see, 95 and 95 is 190. Enter. And we're going to use the average fuel flow of 45 gallons per hour. So now you can press continue. And now you can set up a flight plan. And it was just, so add a waypoint. It doesn't know where it is. Put KCR. W. Enter. Then add a waypoint. Put CKB, which is Clarksburg VOR. Enter. And then KMGW. Alright, so now you've got a flight plan. Wonder what the message is telling us. Database, chart function unavailable. I didn't buy the instrument charts. It was another $150 and we're all carrying around iPads and ForeFlight and all this, so I didn't see the need to spend the money. If we want to go back and get them, we can. Go back again. Now push map, and there's your flight plan.
Okay.
We'll have to go in and figure out how to declutter all this. This is your distance to your first waypoint, which is right there, CKB. Okay, so this is COM 1, NAV 1, GPS. This is COM 2, this is NAV 2, and this is the ADF, which doesn't really work that well. The ADF drives this instrument right there.
Okay, so let's listen to ATIS.
Okay, so let me go back to so you have the audio panel is off. Okay, we have the top row is speaker and the bottom row is headphones.
Oh,
okay. If we have auto selected, whatever we select here for COM, that's what we're going to hear. We don't have to push either of these two buttons over here. So if we want to listen to COM 2, we're going to
details on those items.
we simply select COM 2 and it automatically is providing us the audio off of COM 2.
okay.
Charleston, information, Charlie, 15540 Zulu, wind 160 at 6, visibility 10, a few clouds at 12,000, ceiling 18,000, broken. Temperature 18, dew point 12, altimeter 29er, 79er. Visual approach and use landing departing runway 23. Use caution birds on the wildlife in the vicinity of Charleston Airport. Notice airman. 23 field condition codes 555 and 100% wet. Observed at 0927 Zulu. Runway 523 service marks not standard. All taxiway service marks not standard. 5G NOTAMs defect. Details on those NOTAMs as well as house weather information available on flight 03. Last mission contact. Use information Charlie.
Okay, so clearance delivery here in Charleston is 1855.
Charlie, 15540 Zulu, wind 160 at 6, visibility 10, a few clouds at 12,000, ceiling 18,000, broken. Temperature 18.
Okay, so I'll write and you call clearance and tell them you have Charlie 65 Golf Sierra with Charlie IFR to Morgantown.
What altitude?
So you don't have to tell them.
Okay. Charleston departure, Mojave 65 Golf Sierra.
Mojave 65 Golf Sierra, Charleston, standby.
Okay. When you don't stop. 65 Golf Sierra, IFR to Morgantown with Charlie. Now he still may have told you to stand by, but You're going to fly this by yourself at some point. It's easy to get very dependent on this stuff over here, but you have a duplicate set of instruments over here. So as a part of your flow in getting the cockpit set up, always go over here and set the altimeter setting, and this altimeter sucks. It's really hard to read the little numbers, and the DG, so it agrees with that. Anything happens in flight with that,
06, are you going back to the runway or
this
park?
is already set up and ready to go. And you can see our oil pressure.
06, runway 23, taxi via Alpha, advising you're ready to go.
Okay, while we're waiting for him to get back to us,
Cabo Kubota, Charleston ground, how can I help you?
turn this on and watch your fuel flow. See it bumps up a little bit, back off. That tells you that electric fuel pump is working.
Cabo Kubota, proceed to the main ramp via Bravo.
Now, it's always better, we should have turned those on to listen for them before we ever started the engines. But I could hear them both faintly, so.
Cabo 65 Golf Sierra Charles clearance to pick up your IFR to Morgantown.
Yes.
That's affirmative with Charlie. 5 Golf Sierra.
Cabo 5 Golf Sierra clear to Morgantown Airport as filed. Climb maintain 4,000 and you filed for 10,000, 10,000. That's inappropriate ejection flight. Would you like to go at 9 or 1,000 or 1,000?
1,000.
1,000 for 5 Golf Sierra.
Charleston clear delivery. Anvil 41, IFR request out to Kilo, Yankee, November, Golf.
41, Charles clear, stand by. Oh, 5 Golf Sierra, would you like to go at 9 or 1,000 or 11,000?
5 Golf Sierra, 1,000, 11,000.
Hello, 5 Golf Sierra, clear to Morgantown Airport. As filed, climb maintain 4,000, expect 1,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.1, squawk 6761.
Okay, it's just cleared as filed. 4, 11 and 10, 24-1, 6761. Just like that.
5 Golf Sierra, as filed, 4,000 to 11,000, 10 minutes after, 124.1 and 6761.
Hello, 5 Golf Sierra, read back correct, advisory and taxi.
Tell them you're ready to taxi.
5 Golf Sierra is ready to taxi.
Cabo 41, cleared to Youngstown Airport as filed, climb maintain 4,000.
All right, go ahead and start your turn this way.
Expect 1 to 3,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.1, squawk 6660.
Cabo 41's cleared to the Youngstown, Warren Airfield.
Now you're idling at 1,500 RPM. Reduce that idle about 1,000.
10 minutes after departure frequency 124.1, squawk 6660.
Keep pulling.
Cabo 41, read back correct, advisory and taxi with Kubernetes.
There you go. That's good.
Other aircraft calling Charles Stars again.
And 65 Golf Sierra is ready to taxi with Charlie.
Cabo Kubota, roger. Cabo 5 Golf Sierra, runway 23, taxi via Bravo Alpha.
Bravo Alpha for 5 Golf Sierra.
Okay. As,
Golf Mike uniform, continue on
as
the runway
we
turn left
taxi,
at
do a
Charlie.
control
Taxi
check.
to parking via Charlie Bravo
Just like
2, remain this
this.
frequency.
all the way. Heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That elevator's heavy back there.
Still, my legs are tight.
Roger 6, so roger. Go Golf Mike uniform, I expect your exit off the runway.
How did you set trim for takeoff?
We'll get to that in a minute here.
106, make left close traffic. Wind 210 at 8, gust 15, or runway 23, clear for takeoff. Golf Echo Foxtrot Zulu Charleston Tower under the left downwind for runway 23, report midfield. Bird 06, stay your downwind, call your base, going to be number 2 following a King Air on a right downwind.
Best be behind us, I don't see. This is good, this works out. We'll have a little bit of time down here to do some more buttonology and cockpit setup. I didn't want to have you doing too many things while you're just trying to taxi this thing. This is enough just getting used to this.
It's easier than taxiing a jet. There's a King Air.
Yeah. Here, let me see the pedals just a minute.
Your pedals.
I have the pedals, so. What I do is, I absolutely hate that ditch in the road right there. So I'm going to come over here like this, go crosswise on the runway. The reason I do the taxiway, I can, if anything's coming up behind me, I can see it. If it looks like it's lost its brakes, or I hear something about it losing the brakes, I got some place to go to. Okay, set your brakes.
Brake set.
Okay. All right. A little bit of buttonology here. We're parking brakes.
Bird 06 got the King Air in sight, turning on to a 2.5 mile right base.
Starting across from this side, flap test. So we put the flap handle all the way in the down position. We're watching the gauge.
06, roger. That traffic's going to be passing off your left side 2 miles.
Which is flap test, which stops the flaps from moving. It's,
Echo Foxtrot Zulu, stay your downwind, I'll call your base.
The asymmetry protection in the flap system, so we don't get a split flap situation. Then back up.
Bird 06, follow that King Air. Wind 1809 or gust 14, runway 23, clear the option.
Alternate air sources for the engine in case the air filter ices up or floods up in icing conditions. Mixture's rich, props are full forward. Prop sync is off.
Echo Foxtrot Zulu, you're number 3 following a Cirrus that's in Marshall green colors, just ahead of you 2 miles, extending their downwind about to turn base.
This one. See the symbol matches the... Okay. Now, you're going to come down here and you're going to turn the autopilot. You're going to select Flight Director, Heading Mode, and you'll see it enunciate up there. You're going to turn it on. It also turns on the yaw damper. When you do that, I want you to push on the pedals. Feel how stiff they are?
Look for contact departure. Good day.
Yaw damper off. Feel okay. So we know the yaw damper is working. See the control is moving.
Okay, Echo Foxtrot Zulu. The traffic's turning on a 3 mile final. It's a Cirrus green and white colors. Be passing off your left side 2 miles.
And that the command bars.
Echo Foxtrot Zulu, follow that Cirrus, wind 210 at 9 or gust 14, runway 23, and now number 2, clear to land.
Set right here, and again, set it where it's in the trim range, right about there.
Okay.
Okay. So, you're set. Fuel is always on. There is no selecting inboard or outboard. It's always on. And the
always down.
Always down. And the only other situation you would run into is if you're in single engine operations and you want to feed the operating engine from the tank on the other side you would turn the crossfeed on and turn the tank on for the side you want fuel to come from, and the side that's on the operating engine, you would turn that tank off. We'll go into that later on. Alright, so engine run up.
Parking brakes on, mixtures are rich, prop controls full increase, engine instruments check, throttles to 1500.
Okay. I don't like doing them together.
Okay.
It's twice as much power on the aircraft, and if something happens, it's twice as much power you have to worry about. So I do them one at a time. First.
Good enough. Ground runway,
feather all the way.
Feather all the way. Back up.
300.
No, don't worry about the number. All you want to know is that it's going to feather, and you'll hear that, and you'll see that.
Yep, just once.
3 times. Back up. Let it recover. 1 more time. Back up. All right. Power up to 2200. Or 2,000 RPM for the mag check on this one.
Bird 06, are you going back to park or are you going to the runway?
Okay.
One at a
here,
time.
Right here.
Yeah.
One at a time.
Bird 06, key on the
One
runway,
finger.
turn left at Charlie, taxi to, or correction.
Back up. Then the other one.
Continue on the runway, turn left at Charlie.
Back
and,
up.
Taxi parking via
All right.
Charlie Bravo for Bravo.
Mag check is good.
On the runway.
Alternate output.
I haven't found the alternator gauge in here yet.
Pneumatic de-ice check.
Well, we're not going to have any icing issues, so
throttles.
we can go back to idle.
Bird 32 Ultra, runway 23, landing traffic.
And now you can do the left engine. 1500.
Okay. At 1500, props.
As soon as you hear that start to change, move it back. Don't wait for it to drop any further. Okay?
2,000.
2,000 RPM. A little more.
Okay. Left magneto, a little bit of a drop. Right magneto, a little bit of a drop. Yeah.
Echo Foxtrot Zulu, turn left at Alpha 2.
Down to the pressurization system.
Bravo,
that toggle switch is in the normal position. And then on this dial,
left close traffic wind at 210 at 14, runway 23.
The flight altitude on the inside scale for the altitude we're going to go to, which is 10,000 feet. So
11.
Or 11,000 feet. So find 11,000 feet on there and set it on the inside scale.
Okay.
And that probably says the cabin is going to remain at 1,000 feet or somewhere thereabouts.
Almost sea level.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And we're basically done.
Okay, seatbelts. Firewall shutoff valve, check on.
That's these right here.
Crossfeed off. Fuel quantity is sufficient. Mixture and props full forward. Flaps set to 0 for takeoff. Prop sync installed off. It's right here, there. It's off. Autopilot is off. No lights. Air conditioning off. Surface de-ice off. Trim set.
That's about right.
Alternator output set.
Okay, we don't have any lights, so it's set.
No lights on. Pitot and prop heat as required.
Okay, we'll get that as we get the taxi clearance, or takeoff clearance. So if you're, all the rest of that is going to be after takeoff.
Okay.
All right.
Cowl flaps open, emergency fuel pumps.
We'll get those. That's a part of the takeoff.
Okay. All right. So for takeoff,
5 Golf Sierra, just advise me ready to go.
5 Golf Sierra.
Don't worry about that. You don't read that checklist when you do it anyway. All right. So tell them you're ready for takeoff. Let me have this. That's going to fall off in your seat.
Earth 05, wind 200 at 13, gust 17, runway 23, clear to land.
Back to 1. There you go.
23, clear to land, Earth 05.
Charleston Tower, Mojave 65 Golf Sierra, ready to go 23.
Mojave 5 Golf Sierra, turn left heading 180, wind 20013, gust 17, runway 23, clear for takeoff, traffic inbound. 5 miles northeast is a Cirrus.
Golf Sierra, that's all you got to say. Clear for takeoff 23. This way, this way.
Clear to go 23, 5 Golf Sierra.
All right, come up here. Fuel pumps
Earth
on.
05, 1 departure party arrival, a Navajo taking runway now southbound.
Okay, I'll get your collision lights.
Earth 32, extend your down, I'll call your base, going to be number 2, following company traffic, entering a 3-mile right base from the north.
Line up. I'll set this to 230.
Earth 32, extend your down, I'll call your base.
All right.
Extending downwind, looking for traffic.
Let it happen, Captain. Heels down on the floor and off the tops of the pedals. All right, power set. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. Wait.
There's 85.
90 knots. Rotate. Let's go fly.
Earth 32, I'm going to need to get a departure out before you arrive. We'll make one right 360.
All right,
then
you're riding the brakes
downwind.
a little bit. Pause the brake. Gear up. Come on. Get the gear up.
Gear up.
Lower that nose. All right, you're turning left too soon. Fly this runway heading. Follow your nose.
Mojave 5, Golf Sierra, when able to turn left heading 180, contact departure, good day.
865 Golf Sierra. All right, now we're out of 400 feet. You can start your turn, reach up and set your heading bug to 180, which is south, and start your turn. Charleston departure, Mojave 65 Golf Sierra, 1800 for 4,180 on the nose.
Have a 65 Golf Sierra, Charleston departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000.
Up to 10,000, 65 Golf Sierra. All right, power comes back to 37 inches. $37. And the props come back to 24. Props, not mixtures. That's good. I'm going to give you a little help with the yaw damper.
Yeah. I noticed that.
I want you to push the sync button.
That's this one?
Yep.
Oh.
Just push it and hold it, and your cam bars will come up to your airplane.
Is it synced?
Yeah, it did now. All right. So far, so good.
Number 5 Golf Sierra, left direct Clarksburg.
Left direct Clarksburg, 5 Golf Sierra.
Left direct Clarksburg, 5 Golf Sierra.
All right.
Click 48, contact Clarksburg, approach 121.15, 2115, good flight.
And enter or activate, yep. All right, and it tells you, somewhere on here, I don't see it, but you need to spin this course knob around about 060. And spin this around to 060. And just keep following the heading bug. Alright, your right engine is a little fast. No, not the power. You keep the power constant. The prop, just listen with your ear. There you go, stop. Put your prop sync on.
Okay.
Alright. Now you see the course is way over there to the left. Just kind of take a 10-degree cut towards the...
Departure. Handle 41 is passing 2005 and 4000, right turn to a 330 heading.
Table 41, Charleston departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, and continue the right turn direct to Zanesville.
Alright, climb 10,000 and continue that right-hand turn to
Looking good.
Handle 41.
Keep doing what you're doing. We don't have altitude pre-select with this autopilot.
Vector segment 9er Eastern,
We don't-
for West
not
Virginia
on
Tri-State,
right now.
is now
No,
available budget.
I know it's not. And we don't have any altitude reminder in here either, so we're going to have to remember our clearance is only up to 10,000. I'm going to get something to put in here to serve as an altitude reminder. I'm not sure what yet.
A little choppy today.
Oh, this is mild compared to yesterday. Okay, the engines are sucking up 56 and 58 gallons an hour. That's about right. Alright, so you're out of 5,000 feet, you can come up and turn your fuel pumps off. Now, go over and get that course, you flew through it. Use your heading bug to help you out.
$5,000.
Table 41, contact Indy Center 125.55.
Alright, so this
25
says
055.
.057, so take your course needle and set it to 057. There you go. Now set your heading bug there. Perfect. And then we can hit home, and that'll take us back to the map.
Number 5 Gulf Sierra, contact Indy Center 125.55, good flight.
2555.
2555, 5 Gulfs here.
Enter.
Correction, direct Sigma 24 Central, 9er Eastern, both down to 185.
Indy Center,
Virginia, Ohio,
65
Indiana,
Gulf
Illinois,
Sierra. 5,700 climbing 10,000.
Indy Center, Mojave 65 Golf Sierra with you 5,700 for 10,000 climbing.
Number 65 Golf Sierra, Indy Center, Roger, maintain 1011. The Charles South number 2977.
2977 and 11,000 for 5 Golf Sierra.
Perfect.
It's amazing how much just a little turbulence adds to the amount of work that's perceived.
Yeah. This engine's running a little on the lean side. That needs to get adjusted.
Yeah, remember they were we had them off a little bit as far as when they were sinking.
No, this is props. I'm looking at fuel flow right now. This should be 35, just like this one is.
But when we had changed the mixture last flight, I thought that was.
And that will happen. But for takeoff, this should be burning 35 gallons an hour, because our TIT temperature is a little warmer than I like to see it.
.94 knot ground speed.
All right, now, see that where it says sync?
Yep.
Push that button. Not the toggles, just the button. Watch the command bars. See how they move a little bit and sync up with the airplane? Now come down and flip this paddle up.
Okay, autopilot's on and it's
It's in heading, and if you want, you can select nav mode. And it'll say nav arm. Now it's not going to capture because the course is a little bit to the left, so take the heading bug and turn it a little bit to the heading bug. Heading. There you go. Enough to make the autopilot go over and get that course and capture it.
Number 605 Charlie Lima, Center Roger, climb maintain 16,000. On the south number 2975, more than 1 hour old.
16,000, taken after?
The Columbus altimeter 2975, more than 1 hour old.
Sorry, time
Okay, so the Morgantown ASOS, which I get off of flightplan.com, is right here, so 20.67.
Iraq 510 Charlie November, contact Indy Center 132.82.
Pull the little knob out.
132.82.
And then swap it.
still 16 miles out.
Oh yeah, we're going to get up to 11,000 and it's going to be time to start down again. But you need the practice.
Absolutely.
If you want to go up faster, you take this button and push it. It's kind of counterintuitive, but you should be thinking about this in a flat panel. Pushing the button, the back part of it is the same as rolling the trim wheel for going up. And one push is 100 feet per minute. I gave it 2 pushes and we're climbing about 200 feet a minute faster than we were.
Compass 1014, Indy Center, Roger. Cincinnati altimeter 2970, more than 1 hour old, working on higher.
Our cylinder head temperatures are all well below 400. The empty bars are the cylinder head temperatures. The top bar is your EGT for each cylinder.
Charlie, Lima, climb maintain follow 230, clear direct to Morgantown, Mike Golf Whiskey.
230, Mike Golf Whiskey, 65 Charlie Lima.
Additional aircraft information, Whiskey, current park, third West Virginia.
Doesn't give us a ETA. Oh, there it is. $9,000, 2,000 more to go.
Yep.
Hey, Indianapolis Falcon 890 Lima Tango, 260 descending 240.
Falcon 890 Lima Tango, Indy Center, roger. Center view, Scarlet 1 arrival, Columbus landing east, the Columbus altimeter, 2975. Southwest 923 is at 240. Right, 890 Lima Tango, Center view, Scarlet 1 arrival, Columbus landing east, Columbus altimeter, 2975. Speed climbing 3,000, passing 9,000. November 890 Lima Tango, descend via Scarlet 1, arrival Columbus landing east, the Columbus altimeter 2975.
Alright, 1,000 to go. That's your standard call out on climbs. 1,000 to go.
890 Lima Tango.
Southwest 923, Indy Center, roger. Southwest 1014, contact Indy Center 128.22.
Turn the course, or the heading bug, a little further to the left.
605 Charlie Lima, climb maintain final 330.
A little further than that. Let's go
330, 605 Charlie Lima. Break care 5783, Indy Center, roger, climb maintain final 230. It's a follow 230 to break care 5783. American 478, Indy Center, roger, have you on follow 220. 478.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Think we can get 80 yet?
Huh?
Weather? Or are we still too far?
Oh no, we can get weather. Oh, you mean on the ATIS? Just come down here and push COM 2.
Southwest 923, Scarlet 1 arrival, Columbus landing east, the Columbus altimeter 2975. Via the Scarlet landing east, Southwest 923.
Zulu. Wind 120 at 06. Visibility 10.
See it?
Sky condition
coupled and now it's turning.
3,700. Temperature 09er Celsius. Dew point 05 Celsius.
Number 250 Juliet Hotel, Indy Center, roger, the Huntington altimeter 2972.
You don't change that until he hands you off to somebody else, because if you reset that, he's going to see a different altitude for you.
Okay.
Alright, so hand down here on the button. When it gets about 50 feet over our altitude, I want you to start pushing that button in the down position.
Center Delta 1014, 26.5, descending 240.
Push.
Delta 1014, Indy Center, roger,
May have to
maintain
hold it.
17,000, the Akron altimeter
There you
2980. Maintain 17,000, Delta 1014.
A little more, get us going downhill. Right there. Now, when it gets to altitude, push altitude hold. Right now. Okay, I want to go back to this. Utilities, that. Alright, so now we're going to set up our cruise power. Set 27 inches of manifold pressure.
Annville 41, change my frequency 124.45.
Just make it an even 30. Let's see what happens here.
Annville 41, about 124.
And 2200
Annville 41,
RPM.
thanks for making the switch.
Turn your prop sync off first.
Okay.
Alright, get that right one synced up with the left one. Prop sync on.
Mixture.
Okay, mixtures.
Delta 1014, contact
1450
Cleveland Center,
PIT on each of them.
134.9er. 349, Delta 1014. Brickyard 6783, contact Cleveland Center, 134.9er.
I'm going to get your cow flaps closed for you.
Atlanta, the recap, don't need to speak. November 0 Lima Tango, contact Columbus approach, 134.0.
34 nothing, Lima Tango, good day. 5 Golf Sierra, contact Larksburg approach, 121.15, 2115.
Over to Clarksburg, 2115 for 5 Golf Sierra.
I'll push the transfer. That'll put it up there for you. Alright, a little too lean on this one. Go ahead and call them up.
Clarksburg approach, Mojave 6-5 Golf Sierra with you, 11,000.
November 65 Golf Sierra, Clarksburg approach, Clarksburg altimeter is 2981, send to maintain 7,000 and advise when you have the weather knowns for Morgantown.
Okay, Golf Sierra, can we stay here for about 4 minutes and do a few engine readings first before we start down?
Navajo 5 Golf Sierra, affirmative, maintain 1000 and expect ILS runway 18 Morgantown.
Okay, 1000, expect the ILS 18 Morgantown, 65 Golf Sierra. Alright, let's get this one in. Alright, so according to our engine analyzers, we're running at 93 and 94% horsepower. The left engine's running too lean. We need to get that adjusted. Damn it. Okay, 22. There's 30, 22, 51 on one.
Navajo 5 Golf Sierra, you can remain at 1000, just let me know when you'd like to start down.
Golf Sierra will do. Alright. Okay, I don't see a temperature gauge. I gotta figure out where the temperature gauge is in here, but I'm gonna say it's, we'll just say it's 0. And your heading is what, about 055?
About 050.
Alright. Density altitude, pressure altitude 1180. Let's not use data sensor. Let's do this. What's 29? What is our altimeter setting here?
2981.
81.
What's
Enter
outside air temperature?
OAT volts. 41 degrees Fahrenheit. 6 degrees C. Outstanding, Charles. Shit, you're better at this than I am. 142 knots. Yeah, it was a little fast.
150.
140.
Showing 150.
And 11,000. Enter. 11,000, 2981, 140 knots calibrated airspeed, about 6 degrees. Track. 243 knot ground speed and 168 knots true airspeed. That looks a little slow, but okay. I've got all I need for right now. So if you push back or if you push home, that'll take you to the map. You got to hold home, but all right, now let's go back a minute here a minute. Let's go to procedure and approach. Morgantown, push approach again. ILS 18 and vectors. Okay, just enter that and then click load the approach. All right, very good. So now, if you just hold home, that will take you back to the map. All right, so tell this guy we're ready to descend. What was the altitude they gave us down to?
I don't recall. Clarksburg approach, Mojave 65 Golf Sierra is ready to descend.
Here, 65 Gulf Sierra, descend and maintain 5,000.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 5,000, 5 Golf Sierra.
Okay, so disengage altitude, push the down button. And we'll see what we get for a downhill speed here. And hopefully we won't have to reduce any power. Let's try and go down about 1,000 feet a minute. There you go. I want you to take and set the cabin altitude on the pressurization controller up to 1,200 feet.
1,200, okay. Right there, okay.
Yep. Because we don't want to be pressurized when we hit the ground. There's Clarksburg down there. That's good. Perfect.
Okay, we're getting in the yellow almost.
Okay, so bring your power back to 27 inches. That's Harrison Power Station.
$27?
Yep. We'll see what that slows us down to.
Consumer 5 Gulf Sierra, flight heading 030, vector for the ILS, runway 18.
030, vectors for the ILS, 5 Golf Sierra.
Okay, you got to select heading first. Now you can select 030. Alright, so we want to be careful on cooling the engines because they're pretty warm. That's why I only had you go back 2.5 inches of manifold pressure. And we're going to continue going downhill here. In fact, we can go down a little faster. Because you reduced the power, that's why we slowed our rate of descent. And now you can bring your power back to 25 inches.
$25 inches?
Yep. Let me see the airplane just a minute. Okay, that's Taggart Lake over there. That's Harrison Station. This is Fairmont right in front of us. In Morgantown, I can see Fort Martin up there. It's up there, and I can damn near see the Morgantown Airport. It was down to 5,000, correct?
Sir.
3,000 to go. And this is why it's going to be an ILS up here.
Showed this morning about 6,000, a layer of clouds. $7,000 for 5.
7,000 to go. We got 2,000 feet to go. And the localizer frequency is 108.5. When we have it there, we'll go ahead and set it down here. Alright, go ahead and bring your power back to 22 inches. Looking good.
6,000 for 5,000.
Now if you want to scroll in or out, in makes it bigger, out makes it smaller. And there's your ADS-B weather, the green. All right.
500 to go.
500 to go. When it gets to 50 above, start pushing the up side of that button. See, this is fairly easy to manage. I mean, you came down to 160 knots, no real issues there. There's Fort Martin. I see the airport, but let's let it do the auto. The ILS.
Beach at November 727, Kilo Bravo, runway
Pushing.
heading, climbing to 4,000.
Hold it.
Beach
Just
at
hold it.
727, Kilo Bravo, Clarksburg departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 8,000, turn right
Climbing up,
direct
get over here,
Glenville,
get ready to hit that altitude right now. There you
Climb,
go.
maintain 8,000, turn right direct, Gronesville, VOR, Golf Victor, Echo 7, Kilo Bravo.
At the airport just straight ahead?
The airport's right over here.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
That's the Fort Martin Power Station. That's the Osage, the shopping area they built up down there. Okay, so the airplane's pretty heavy. You can see the airspeed's bleeding off a little bit. If we were going to stay here, I'd have you push the power back up to about 27 inches, but we're going to go down here in a minute, so we're good right where we are. Now, you see the airport there?
Yes.
Okay. Tell him you have the airport in sight, but you'd like vectors for the ILS.
Clarksburg, Mojave 5 Golf Sierra has the airport in sight, but would like vectors for the ILS.
5 Golf Sierra, roger, fly heading 350, descend and maintain 3,000.
350 down to 3,000, 5 Golf Sierra.
Beach at 7 Kilo Bravo,
There
climb,
you
maintain
go.
10,000, 10,000.
Climb, maintain
10,000,
There we
7
go.
Kilo Bravo.
Push down, altitude off, yep.
Altitude off and down. 3,000.
Alright, the inbound course on the ILS is 180, so you need to spin the course knob to south. Okay? You need to come up here and move this to the active position. And then when we get vectored on to the approach, you're going to have to push CDI right there to switch from following GPS navigation to following the localizer. And there's where you are. When you can get the autopilot to do this stuff for you, this is so much easier to manage. This is a whole different style of flying, but you still have to have good hand flying skills because eventually you're going to need them down there close to the ground. And we're just to beam the
4,000 for 3,000.
outer marker here. That's I-79 down there going into Pennsylvania. As you come around, if you look at the stacks, and you're going to go east of those stacks, but you can see the smoke coming off of them, you're going to be fighting a headwind on the localizer. We used to go right over top of Fort Martin Power Station, which they've